Hey everybody, welcome to the Late Late Horror Show
Little Monsters Movie Podcast.
with Dino and Ted. Oh my god, it's funny you bring that up.
What?
I'm searching through getting all our videos up on iTunes too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you guys are watching this on YouTube, go over to iTunes, it's over there. But anyways, I'm doing that and I'm going back. We hit about halfway in between and we got the Little Monsters Movie Podcast videos that we started off our name with. We'll get to the movie in a second. I'm sorry, Ted.
What?
Video Dead 1987.
But
you
it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it doesn't belong on Masterpiece Theater either.
No, it was done by one of the most well-known
bad movies.
Because what we do,
We go based on a trailer.
we go based on a trailer. We love the cheesy horror, and this I don't even know if we.
Here's what I gotta say.
I don't know. Yeah,
We are slowly making our way through all the 80s schlocky horror
no matter how bad they are.
movies. We've done a lot of them, and there's still a lot to go. This isn't the worst one I've seen, and if you like that type, like Basket Case or Sleepaway Camp
Oh, God,
or
don't
Deadly
put this
Spawn
in
or
that.
any of those,
Same.
I mean, you should at least give it a watch. I
Right.
guess.
Well,
it's no worse than
These
any
are
of those.
movies. These are movies. This movie especially is something that's great to watch with a group of friends or a friend.
Right, and the problem is
And
we
that's-
watch it separately.
Yeah, so
I'm
we're.
sitting there going like, this movie sucks. This movie
I know.
sucks.
I'm watching this.
But then we get together and we're watching it and like,
And it's funny as heck, man. But
I wouldn't watch it again unless you were there.
oh my god, yeah, it's hit or miss a lot of the times. If you love cheesy horror movies, you're either going to be spot on,
Right?
or you're going to get one like this where it's only going to be fun once I'm sitting here talking
Right.
to it with
And a
you.
lot of times
because
that's the
I
way
was
it
watching
is.
this going, and there's a lot to talk about in the movie. It's just. I'm telling you, probably out of all the cheesy movies, horror movies we've done, this is the worst acting by far. I mean, this is like getting us together, even though I probably act a little bit better than that. I know I can act better than that. But
So
you
you
get
said.
you get friends together and say, let's put a movie together.
That's
And
pretty much what they did.
Yeah.
This movie was shot over a year.
No, I know. Oh my god.
It was shot over because it was mostly shot on weekends.
And there were things, and we'll point these out during the whole movie, where I like when she's in the house when I forget the what's the sister's name?
Zoe?
The older sister Zoe goes we'll call them zombies, but I'll get to that in a second.
Basically.
They're but it's going. She's opening up a thing, and it's light. It's daylight. Then it goes like this. She opens the door. They're walking around. It's nighttime. 5 times through that whole scene, it's going daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime.
I
and
so
I'm like
often
going, what
miss
is
that.
You didn't notice that?
No.
Oh, how did you not notice
I
that?
don't know because I'm so engrossed in the story.
Oh,
But no, I'm serious. A lot of times when I'm watching movies, I don't see the goofs.
hey, Sarius, nice to meet you. I'm
I
contemplating.
do. I miss the goofs a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh no, that I caught that right away.
Because I'm just watching, I'm following the characters, or if a chick I think is good looking, I'm looking at her. I'm watching what's going on.
I am going to start the movie. Okay.
Yeah, let's watch this again.
Shoot. Goof. I put my finger up. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, cue up your
Cued.
DVD or Blu-ray copy because this is on Blu-ray.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
up with
How is this
TerrorVision.
on Blu-ray?
it's paired with TerrorVision, one of our
What
past
the
podcasts.
frick? Well, you know what? TerrorVision was one of those cheesy movies which
That's
I
right.
enjoyed.
So they kind of go together.
It was kind of good.
And the video,
But-
the title's a little misleading because there's nothing in this movie that has anything to do with video, like VCR or anything from the day. It's just a TV.
Well, wouldn't you call TV video?
No,
No?
maybe if you
They
had
air
cable,
video.
maybe
They
if you
air
had
video.
Cable, but
no,
there's
but I get
cable.
what you're saying. The video did.
And look how the video is even. The font is even like some video stores. have.
Like formatted
You know,
video
like,
story.
you know,
Yeah. 80s video, like
Yeah.
family video. Boom, boom.
And that's the
But
best
yeah.
thing these movies make me think of.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this movie just came straight to video. This wasn't a theatrically released.
Was it
film.
really? This didn't go and make a cinematography awards or nothing like that.
No awards.
And,
No awards.
Makeup artist awards or
Nothing
nothing.
in the way of it.
Because yeah. Hey, and you know what? Yeah, we've been gone for a little
Couple
bit
weeks.
here. It's
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I'd say out of the 3 years, the past couple months have been a little up and down, up and down. But we're going to try to get back into this every week and
Right.
get it going here.
Not
we
always
gotta
a commentary, but this one just deserves it.
Yeah,
Well, I was like, because sometimes we just do an hour-long show. I was like, I can't gush on this for an hour. I could do a commentary, but I can't
Right.
just talk about this movie for an hour.
no, I exactly. I hear you. No,
written, produced, and directed by Robert Scott. Robert
yes.
Scott is up there with Orson Welles
Yeah,
and Ed Wood.
right.
And
No,
those
I think
guys.
this really is the only thing he ever did on his own. Everything else he assisted, directed. I think he may have done so.
I'm not his biographer, but if you say so.
No, you know. It's,
Ooh, highlight delivery. Here we go.
oh, this is so funny.
Starts off with a little house, little fall
Yeah, and I'm
day.
thinking he's coming to deliver beer. High light delivery.
Miller High Life delivery.
Yeah, Miller
Why
High
is it
Life
slow mo
delivery.
here when the guys are walking?
I don't know.
And then they open this up, and there's all these nicely wrapped packages, and then there's just this crate that looks like that crate that was in Creepshow.
Yeah.
With that monster.
And it's got a little hole that's like
Yeah.
drilled out of there.
Like
or
you think
somebody
there's something
putting his
alive
finger
in there.
Yeah, like Gizmo in there. But
Gizmo.
Gizmo. But yeah, what was I saying? I mean,
No.
we're pretty much, we'll go right to the commentary because as always,
And look, it's like
we look like there's nothing going on, but there'll be something to talk about
There's more
nonstop.
going on.
You know,
And it's a buddy thing, you know. You got the white delivery guy and the black delivery guy.
Yeah,
You know, it's like Murtaugh and Riggs.
and evidently,
Look, the black guy's already rubbing his back. Look at him. He's already, my back.
oh
My
God,
back.
I
See,
need a
there we
heating
go.
pad on that there
Oh,
thing.
Jesus Christ, it starts already.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's jump
First
right into
delivery
it.
of the morning, and he's complaining.
And there's a guy that lives there, and he evidently just does not want to get up.
What the hell do you got in this movie here?
What?
Is there subtitles at the bottom? of
There's
this
two different versions I got. They won't be seeing the
Look at the
subtitled
guy's
one.
fish.
But
The
yeah.
water, it doesn't. It looks like urine.
Again, we got to set it up, okay? The delivery men are bringing a package here. This guy's sleeping upstairs. He's evidently a loner. And
He's a writer.
He's a writer, but no women in his life, no nothing. He just
No, he's a
leaves
lonely
all
writer.
day and
Writes all night.
Yeah, but he's putting a pillow over his head. He doesn't want to be bothered, nothing like
And then
that.
he hears the knocks and wakes up. That we pan over to the fish, the goldfish, swinging a bowl of
And
urine.
it-
One's
urine-
dead.
urine
They usually
poop.
float to the top, but this one's at the bottom.
But the funny part is, it's like you should have thought of cleaning that maybe a few days
A
ago.
month ago.
You know, those goldfish bowls, you got to keep up with those.
Don't you love when
clean
he
them.
answers the door? He's like,
But-
"Hey, any of you guys got a cigarette?" I mean,
Okay,
you're-
this- Ted,
and
this-
there's the one guy. No, I'm a chewer. Ugh.
And he spits twice, doesn't he, down
Right.
on the ground? It's weird sequence. This movie's really weird.
I can handle all the blood and guts you put in a movie, but I hate spit and boogers.
Yeah, you said that before. Yes.
You know, I can actually put my hands in your guts because I work in nursing,
Ted, we're
and I
missing.
can do that.
You're missing the
If
big.
you got a runny nose, you're on your
Okay,
own.
here we go.
What, the
This-
big thing? He's opening the crate.
No,
there's a
how they're
TV.
doing it. It was kind of a slow mo hammer. Okay, he wanted some, dramatic effect to this scene here because he starts immediately brings it in and starts taking a hammer to it.
And it's just filled with
He's-
newspaper.
Yeah.
Crumpled up newspaper.
And he's pounding it and pounding it.
And
in
it's
here,
a
it's a
beat
black
up
and
old-
white TV.
And it's not even like a new TV. It's just a beat up old TV that you'd see it on the, that you still see on the
It's got cheap
tree lawns.
cheap brown twine. You
in
know
the
that
movie,
little twine
Zombie Blood Night.
wrapped with a mirror wrapped in front of the.
We don't know it's a
screen.
mirror yet, but yeah, we're gonna
Well,
find out.
it
that's
looked
what
like a mirror. You could
guess.
tell when you
I couldn't
open
tell
up
that
the
at first when I
box.
first watched it.
Well, you didn't recognize a lot of things in here because you
You're
were
right,
probably
I'm-
half asleep.
I did take
I
me a few-
apologized.
I know.
I did apologize.
So he's typing away in the kitchen. It's
Yes.
nighttime, and the TV just clicks on,
Yes.
and it's some what is it called? Zombie Blood Nightmare.
Yeah.
The movie,
yeah.
and it's a black and white,
And
cool looking movie of
It's
zombies.
yeah, cool black and white
Really
zombie movie.
desiccated looking. I mean, the makeup looks pretty good.
In the video, it looks really good.
Yeah, in
what
the black
video?
and white
I mean,
movie.
the TV. I'm sorry. Let's not
And
take away what
he
Ted
turns it
mentioned
off.
at
It
the
flips
beginning.
back on. He finally
Same
unplugs it.
video. Yeah.
He unplugs the TV, and
Because it kept coming on,
right, but to no avail because it comes on again as he's asleep. TV pops again. But look how cool it is.
And look how many zombies are right there.
Yeah, the bride one and everything. Now,
but that's not how many come out. There's only a little family of them.
Right. Well, that was money.
Which-
That was because of money. I looked up a little bit about this movie before.
Really? Oh, here's the cool scene, though. The main mummy guy that's going
The
to...
zombie guy looks right at the TV screen like he's looking at you.
I said mummy, zombie.
You did.
Because,
Yes.
you know what? They're not zombies in the way that zombies are portrayed.
Oh,
They're
what do you
not...
mean?
They don't eat anything.
Well, you know.
They actually sit at the table later on here and looking at food and stuff. They're just basically monsters that are dead
monsters.
for, and
Oh,
decaying. And I know it's an
Oh,
all-season
man,
scene.
all the CO2s coming out of the TV, electrical bolts.
It's almost like Terrorvision. Yeah.
And these monsters, these
Probably why they put them
zombies,
together in a Blu-ray.
are going to come out of the... Yeah, it's a good pair.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Put them together.
Look, I like the
and
shot of them coming out of the TV.
the head. Yeah, his head. The TV flips over. There's smoke and light through the other dimension of the TV or whatever. The
I don't
portal.
think the makeup's so bad.
Well, when this part isn't, but
No.
later on
Some
when
of
they're
them are
walking
worse than
around,
others.
and it's pretty cheap. It's
Now,
not
in,
even. Yeah.
in reading up a little bit about this movie, there's really not that much. There's not
Okay.
a whole long, sordid making
Get
of
deep
it.
into the. Yeah.
Evidently,
2 minute
each of
deep.
these zombies were supposed to have their own little backstory that we were going to get little bits of.
Yeah.
And kind of understand them all, and they were going to have a little bit more characterization,
Really.
a little bit more individuality.
Okay.
But just time and money, they just couldn't do.
Yeah, they said, well, let's not make this a 3-hour epic.
Right.
Let's
Thank
just
God.
cut it down to an hour and a half
Yes.
of crap. But
Right. Let's just make it an hour and a half of crap instead of 3 hours of crap.
just like any one of these directors who think, like do a movie like this and they think, oh man, yes, I'm
Well,
gonna
it
be
always
big.
starts out more than
Yeah.
what you're going to do.
And I'm going to cast the worst actors ever. I think Zoe is probably one of the best actors
I think
in
this
here.
is the only movie she ever did. She's got like a law degree or something like that. Like, I don't think she ever acted after this.
Yeah, I don't think many of
And
them
her
did
brother was
anything
played
else
by a
other-
high school student.
This is a movie you would get at Beware Video, the old video store that we used to go to where
This is
people would
one of the
film
ones
their own
I
videos.
passed every time.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
did,
went to
huh?
the Hammer section or the Vincent Price section or the Bigfoot section. Or,
Oh, makes sense.
you know, that was my stuff.
But anyways, okay, the one comes out of the TV and they show the feet, which
Shuffling
is a
away.
little important, like a zombie would do, and gets to the
What's this happy horse shit?
and and evidently kills the guy that lived there. Okay, and yeah, the delivery guys come back,
Because they made a mistake.
right?
Delivered it to the wrong place. They opened the door and there's that writer guy just standing there all messed up and dead with an unlit cigarette hanging from his mouth. Like, looks like a party
Hat,
on.
some makeup like a
I don't know.
clown.
Was he got a trombone? I have no
Yeah.
idea. Makes no sense.
So the zombies did that too. A lot of things don't make sense in this movie.
And then 3 months
But-
later, the house is for sale, and here comes the moving truck.
But those movers did come back, yeah, and try to retrieve because. And what did they say? It's supposed to go to the
Some institute.
Institute of Soul Research, some weird,
Some metaphysical
metaphysical thing.
institute.
Yeah, and
I went to
then
the
we're
wrong
introduced.
address.
We're introduced to one of the main characters, Zoe.
Sausalito.
Yeah, she's got the little.
That sounds like a great
headphones
neighborhood
on.
for gay people.
Sausalito.
Sausalito.
Oh, come on in.
We live in Sausalito.
Oh, Ted, it's Sausalito.
I mean, that just sounds like, I don't know.
No, I guess, yeah, you're right.
And I
a
couldn't
little bit.
decide about Zoe at first. She's got a little bit of a different kind of face, a little bit of a square jaw there, but after a while,
She
I
rubbed
said
off
to
on
myself-
you. I mean, you rubbed.
I
yeah.
rubbed one off on her, and I mean, she rubbed off on me, and
Yeah, she's
and
all
then
right.
I decided I was going to be a fan.
I think if she
She's
wore
not
the,
so bad.
she wore the right clothes.
And was naked, and it was dark, then
would be-
everything would be great.
yeah.
Look at these guys standing in front of the door, leering at her.
Yeah, and she just like leers back, like she's getting ready to just pass the
Well,
house.
Evidently,
Let's take a small stroll, even though the movers are there with the truck.
Here's
to
the
get,
shizzy,
Get
yeah.
the stuff in there for us.
the shizzy is her parents are
the shizzy, the down low.
yeah the
Ah,
DL
the
are
DL.
historically throughout their childhood
Yes.
abroad. Like right now they're in Saudi Arabia.
They're
living it up.
broads. They're hoes and broads.
So she and her brother were pretty much on their own.
Yes,
And
Jeff.
So their
Which-
parents have
yeah.
bought this house kind of sight unseen. Mm-hmm. So everybody is seeing the house for the first
Well, the
time.
company bought it for them.
Right.
So they didn't.
Yeah, wherever they're
buy it
going to
sight
be working.
unseen.
Now they're going to be working.
Let's get the details correct.
You're right.
I mean, because this is
she makes that comment. I haven't even seen it. So.
We do in-depth analysis on crap. Okay?
Analysis.
Yes, we do deep anal on a lot of these movies. We do
deep anal. Yikes.
Anyways, yeah, and I do like the. Okay, she starts setting up the house, but yeah, sight unseen. They bought the house.
Yep.
We'll be interested. Here we go. This is what I didn't. I didn't get this. Jeff. Okay, first of all, you think a zombie's coming.
Zombie's coming. That's what I said to myself as I was watching.
Well, right, yeah, a zombie's coming. You got the old school Converse, whatever they are. You know, he's pulling it, dragging it
knocks
along.
The for sale sign down.
Yeah, like I'm a monster. You know,
it's all that POV point of view.
Yeah, point of view video and
doors shaking.
Yeah, everything that tells you this is a zombie coming.
It is.
You know, to
the whole time I kept saying, "Oh, she's dead meat."
To get Zoe, and she turns around and veers at him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still moving and doing that.
Dragging that.
Yeah, he's drugged. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he's carrying a heavy box. It's Jeff.
She turns around and it drops her glass.
Who broke that glass?
Look at.
He's all messed up.
It's Jeff, her brother.
He's carrying a big heavy suitcase.
But he's dragging his foot. I mean, nice way for the writer-director to screw with our minds and say,
screwed with
there's a zombie coming here.
I like when they're eating dinner and they're eating Van de Kamp's beans and weens.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite
big
meals.
Plate of just beanie weenies.
Like, that house is going to stink later.
Oh, and if you look behind Jeff, you can see all the like mold and mildew above the sink. That the director and whoever worked on
that all happened in 3 months.
I know. It was said 3 months later.
You know what? It's right by the burners. Maybe it's just like residue from cooking.
But yeah, you got to clean that up. A little bit of Comet and scrubbing.
Comet.
Yeah.
Oh, what is he doing? They're talking about because they haven't seen each other for a while, and he's talking about what she's majoring in college, and she says aerobics. He literally spits his food out. What? You had to spit it out?
Right. Well, and what does she say? Video or something like that?
Oh, yeah, and music videos.
Music.
Her minor.
Yeah, her minor. And,
well, I mean, imagine watching this girl doing, aerobic videos. That was popular back then. She had a good head on her shoulders.
That's not... And another thing that we should point out...
That was a very popular thing in the 80s and 90s.
We should point out Jeff. Mm-hmm. Who you think is a little slow.
You mean...
Am I being mean?
Slow?
Like he talks like I don't even know how to say it.
Well, he likes to smoke the ganja, and but it's just messed his brain up.
But Jeff's a little. He talks like he's 12 years old. I'll just say it like that.
I guess. 16 in the movie, so not too far off. Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, there you go.
Yeah, he was still in high school. His acting. Whatever drama
English
teacher recommended he not take this.
And here comes the cowboy Joshua.
This is Joshua something or other. I can't remember
he's from Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
He goes, "Come on, boys, you guys gotta have yourselves a set of TV or something in that."
He's the guy who delivered this thing to the wrong house. He's trying to find out if they've got it. The kid says,
didn't deliver. Oh, he sent it somewhere.
He's the one who sent it,
and he tracked it down to being sent to this house.
Yeah. And the kid's like, we're just the kids. My parents aren't here. I don't know. He just woke up. Whatever. He's being a jackass.
As we're watching this, there's I don't know it looks German subtitles.
That's not. I think it's Dutch
or Dutch or something. And it's throwing me off here. I'm like looking at it. It
almost said got a legit copy of this.
It almost said. Hizzle, my mizzle, the shizzle.
My mizzle, the shizzle.
And I'm like going, is that Dutch word? Like, Finch dot, ut,
hey, but wait a minute.
Vertat.
You had two. Which one did you send me?
Because you didn't.
Mine didn't have subtitles.
That's what I'm saying. I put the wrong one on a flash drive.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
He liked it. Oh, look at she's got that wake up in the morning look.
There.
That's when I started thinking, this is all right. Zoe comes downstairs and has that I just woke up morning hair. And the T-shirt with it coming off. I dig her, man. I dig her.
Yeah.
Look, there's the damn TV.
Oh, yeah.
Was it in the attic?
Looks like they got it in the attic. Although I think it's in the basement, though.
I don't remember.
Maybe it is in the attic.
It looks like an attic. But
Yeah. It says,
look, man, the TV comes out
and me, Jeff.
You get the hint that a hot chick's on this TV, but when you see her in real life, she ain't so hot.
Oh my God, no! But I think that was the prosthetics in her neck.
And what does she say?
Because she gets it sliced. But
Jeff, I want you. Oh, and he finds the TV. Now he doesn't even think, hey, maybe this is the TV that cowboy was talking about.
Yeah, well, he's a young kid, I guess.
Look what I found, a TV.
Well, and she goes, well, that makes 3 now.
Yeah, now we've got 3 of them.
Yeah, almost like me.
You dig his Adam Ant poster hanging in the.
I know.
Love Adam Ant.
That's another thing. I love the set. Oh, there's a little cheesy chair, a little 10-pound weight, and a ball.
Yep. Typical.
Yeah.
Shag rug.
Great Cedric. Well, you could tell this isn't like was a blank house, and they set up a little bit of stuff here and there. I mean,
what they can.
As cheap and cheesy as they can, and so
Jeff evidently has no other clothes because he wears the same clothes the whole movie, and the movie takes place over like 4 days.
He's got to smell like BO.
Man, he's wearing that same T-shirt.
Because you don't take a shower.
Why do people rake leaves? He's out there raking leaves.
Here comes April with her dog Chocolate, her poodle Chocolate.
Chocolate.
And she's like, ooh. And don't ask me why she's kind of like digging Jeff.
Oh, new boy in the neighborhood.
But
it's a small neighborhood, Sausalito.
But I like how April talks a little like Valley Girlish. Mm-hmm. Like, like gag me with a spoon.
A little bit.
Well, especially when she's talking to him on the phone a little bit later. Yeah. But anyways.
Jeff's digging her right from the get-go.
Oh, yeah. She's like, oh.
See, I'm not, man. I'd be like, keep walking.
You got to go, oh, your poodle. You want to come in and give it some water?
Yeah, you want to come in?
I got a room
have a drink?
Upstairs, It's my parents aren't home or nothing.
I remember we used to have a poodle when I was a kid. I remember picking it up and putting it on my bed when I was 4, and it took a big shit on my bed.
No.
I do. I remember. Its name was Cricket.
Cricket took a
My grandparents,
I think,
gave it to us, and every time they got a dog, they almost always named it Cricket.
What the hell?
Like, I remember 3 different dogs named Cricket.
It's like George Foreman.
And one named Kane.
And one named Kane.
Yeah.
I like when he did come in. April came into the house and she said, "I'll take it off the leash. Let's just make sure we don't. She don't run off."
Immediately, it runs out of the house.
Immediately, like 5 seconds. I mean, that's how stupid they are.
How stupid this animal is. I'm just gonna take off in some random direction.
And Jeff goes and opens up the fridge, and there's not a single thing in there.
How about some good wholesome water?
Yeah, some good delicious.
Yeah, look at this zombie. This zombie gets hold of that dog.
That's cool.
And then you see a flock of birds fly away, and you know something heavy went down.
Yes, and April immediately, like I said, the acting.
And this isn't her dog. This is a dog that she watches or dog sits for somebody.
Oh, can I get
And evidently they don't have children.
Only skunks don't like to mate with poodles, so they spray him, and then he really gets turned on.
That's what she's worried about.
Okay, I had to turn that up, and I missed it. I should have done it.
No, you pretty much got it, but
yeah, she starts talking about Chocolate goes out. Okay,
looks for skunks
to hump, and she gets sprayed, and it only makes Chocolate more what hopped
randy.
up and randy,
more randy.
Sexual
chocolate.
So it's like what? And the way she said it, see, if you love the cheesy horror movies, you gotta watch it, preferably with friends.
And see, that's what we used to do.
To listen to this movie and the way they act and what they say, because the director, he wrote some lines in these movies that are they are one of a kind lines. I give them that. They're out there, and you're like going, what the hell? You know what I mean? Just like weird stuff. It's like almost like he said, "Screw this! I'm gonna make this a little bit funny in certain areas." And
so this dog belongs to a family that doesn't have any children, and they worship this dog. It's one of them disgusting people that like to kiss their dogs and stuff like that. But
when I interrupted,
that's what I was saying.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. These are the kinds of movies. It is. It's a shack. It's a love shack.
They passed the shack in the woods supposedly later on.
If this was a Friday the 13th movie, he'd have taken her in that shack, mounted her, and that's where they would have got killed.
Yeah.
But,
what would have
do they find the dog? Oh, look. The dog, yeah, Chocolate is dead.
Chocolate dead.
Now they have to come up and find
and that's
out.
the parents' dog.
And he says, how about if we get a ball and shove it down its throat, and we'll say that it died. I'll be your witness.
Yes.
We just got to find a ball and shove it down its throat.
I know. And she goes along with it. She goes,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
I'm so glad I met you.
You are the best guy in the neighborhood.
Oh God, look, there's a zombie like 6 feet away watching them.
You know, that's a cool scene.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are some cool scenes in here, even though it's cheaply done, and the makeups at times looks very bad. There are some scenes like that one there where it just looks awesome.
Hey,
and these film scenes,
I never made a movie. How can I judge? You know, I mean,
right? No, you know, hey.
If I made a movie, I'd probably only have enough money to make a movie about like this.
No,
so,
no, I hear you.
But you're right. These are more fun to watch with
Is
friends.
that their house they're walking back?
I
Oh,
think
look
so.
at that. And he's always dripping with some, saliva coming out of water.
I remember in high school, me and the guys used to always, on Saturday nights, we'd hit up Taco Bell.
Oh, God.
And then we'd go up to the video service called Video 21 up on the corner.
Yes.
And, you know, we'd always have, they had coupons. And we'd always go and just pick, you know, 2 horror flicks. We'd call them B movies, whatever.
Right.
And we used to joke that, you know, when they saw us come up the street, they'd put out all these crappy movies that nobody rents. And we saw so many, like the original I Spit on Your Grave. And,
right.
And, a bunch of others. But Deranged and one called Suicide Cult, I remember. But tons of movies like this.
We both grew up kind of like that. We were attracted
but that was
to
our
those
thing.
Kind of.
You know, every week it had to be 2 bad movies. We'd get 2 really bad movies and watch them.
Oh, my
And
God.
I remember it was fun. You know, that was the fun part. This wasn't one of them, though.
Right. No.
Oh, so what?
So Jeff immediately is thinking of her because he's getting all hopped up and
calls her up.
He's getting revved up and horny, you know. And he calls April, you know,
Find out how it
because
works.
evidently he got the number. I didn't see her give them the number when she left, but he got.
Wasn't he looking it up in the phone book?
Could be.
He was looking at the phone book.
Okay, you're right. And he calls.
She's in the book.
Calls her up
his fingers do the walking.
Two of them will really be doing the walking in a little bit.
You know, I had a guy in a band one time who played bass.
Yeah.
Tell me one time, man, playing bass is like fingering a chick. You just get your fingers down there and move them really fast. That was his philosophy.
So Jeff calls April. April's on the phone, and she goes, "Oh my God, it worked perfectly.
They bought it, but I used your name."
Yes,
as the person who gave him the ball or the chocolate or whatever it was.
Yes, but I don't think you'll get in trouble. It was so
they'll
good.
Press charges.
She goes.
That's what she said.
She goes, "I'll make it up to you."
Oh yeah.
I promise though that I'll make it up to you.
You know what he's thinking.
He's going.
Well, come on over.
There's no time like the present. My parents won't be home for a while, and he goes,
"Not tonight."
Yeah.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
But I'll make it up to you. Bye.
Like what's this?
What
shit?
a frickin' biatch.
So there it is. He's like, well, screw this. I'm plugging the TV in. I'm gonna watch some TV and smoke some weed.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do, man.
Gonna roll a fat J.
Plugs this thing in, gets all this. You know, first of all, I'd be looking for a coat hanger because he's getting
Look at
all
that.
the
He turns
channels.
the TV on. And look, there. He's like, yeah, zombie movie. Yeah, let's smoke some weed.
And it's looking right out at him.
That's
it's
right.
just, and these things are. It just makes you. It's a cool concept, like another dimension behind the screen. You know what I mean? Where they're just all wandering around, and you know, it is kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, the whole everything else is kind of a mess around it. It needed a little bit of work, a little bit of tweaking, but
not a bad idea.
Yeah, he makes a terrible blunt.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't really know how to do it, young kid. But the zombie, one of the zombies on the TV makes his way, because they usually show the woods and the zombies, makes his way into like some house in the kitchen.
Yeah,
where there's a
girl's ironing.
Yeah, like vintage, you know.
Oh, and then the picture goes out. He's like, oh man, I was just gonna get high and watch this. Turns it now we get like, I don't know, this was like Collinwood from Dark Shadows.
Yeah, some mansion, you know.
And here's some blonde chick who looks better in black and white on TV than she does when she actually pops out in real life. Oh my God.
But again, I think she looks so bad when she pops out.
Got like a big long cigarette there, like a Virginia Slim.
Yeah, well, he starts freaking out because she starts talking to him.
Well, it's the weed.
Jeff. And she starts giggling.
I'd like to rub my face on you.
And at first he thinks, man, this is some bad,
That's some good shit, man.
Yeah, good shit or bad shit,
And
whatever.
there she is, a la peanut butter sandwiches in the room.
Oh,
I almost thought it was a dude.
You know what? It looks like a guy in drag. But I think and she drops her robe.
Then there's all the tit you're going to see in this movie.
Yeah, that's it. That's about
That's
it. And the hair covers it. But when they show her throat, because that's kind of a disgusting part, I think it's the makeup effects because in the next
they did
scene,
something to her there.
yeah, in the next scene they do, the slicing of the
Maybe
neck
she
and
wasn't
stuff.
good looking enough.
But she throws him back down and pretty much just teases him.
That's right.
And oh boy,
Here it comes.
yep, the old.
Look at the schnoz. Look at the hooter on that thing. Huge nose.
I know here it doesn't
But
look
I mean,
too bad.
when you're
but-
stoned,
But you're stoned.
But I mean, there's
You're
also
gonna
the
come-
philosophy that any head is good head. I
You
mean,
got-
just
Well, I don't know about that.
or like sex
But
is
it-
like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's good.
Eh,
You know.
yeah. She's not fully. She looks fully naked. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because that
man.
black silk
fully
gown just
naked.
fell
Naked
down.
as a jaybird.
But I can't wait till next week. We're going to do an awesome movie, The Creeps.
The Creeps.
I
Never
think-
saw
I
it.
think-
None of you ever saw it, so don't worry about it.
Most of the movies we do you probably haven't seen really.
I know that's what we pride ourselves on.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and do friggin' Jason movies and Freddy movies. Why? You've seen them a million times.
Seen them a million
Who cares?
times. We
Video Dad, have you seen that? No,
we're
watch
getting
it.
through them. But she all of a
Oh,
sudden.
what's going down here, man? She's
Well,
back in the TV.
Yes.
And he's all like, "What the flip, man?
I was about ready to get.
I was about to get my knob slobbed.
Yup.
What am I supposed to do with this now?"
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And she's on the TV
you know?
laughing at him. Ha 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 ha.
I hope he got an erection.
Oh
Hope he
no!
got an erection.
Oh no! Some crazy dude comes in.
And I like his bad acting. He's going, "Hey, no! Watch out! Behind you! He's coming!"
Some crazy dude comes in there and slits her throat.
Yep.
And that was like chocolate syrup.
And
Because it looks like blood in black and white.
the weird thing is, though, this guy.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah, you don't know who these people are.
That's right.
They get in your brain. This is what she
Look,
looks
oh,
like.
and then they show her and she's all zombified.
He goes, "This is what she looks like. They get in your brain.
You know, you're
they
right.
show you things you
There's
don't
a little
want to
bit
see.
of they live in here, too.
A little bit.
A little
yeah.
bit of that, you know?
Yeah, because they're kind of.
You're right. This is a good idea of a movie. Just didn't have enough money.
Right. If you really worked
And
on
we're not
you know.
going to spoil the ending for you.
Oh,
But there was a
yeah,
sequel
God
supposed to be
forbid.
planned where the one surviving character gets sucked into the TV, into that movie, and has to work her way back out into the real world.
That would
Now,
be
see?
kind of cool.
There you go. But, you know, they just didn't give him enough dough to do it, and it didn't get done. But there
Video
you go.
Dead too. There should have been.
See, now that's a cool idea.
I love how he hollers back at the guy because it goes to static, and he actually comes back on and talks to him again. It's just hilarious. You got to watch it. Just listen to the dialogue and their conversation back and forth. But Jeff, again, such a bad actor, man. This kid is just lousy.
Let's see how well you
But
act.
hey,
You know, just because you did that one porno movie doesn't mean, yeah.
well, but I had lines and they were great.
Yeah, you did your own
I
stunts,
got
too.
an ESPY for that.
Look, he's going to flush his weed.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm done. This is all not real. I'm flushing it all."
But he
That's good
flushed the
money,
plastic
too.
bag, too.
And look
You
how
don't
lo-
ever flush
Ted,
plastic bags down there.
Look how long it takes for the toilet to flush.
Half an hour.
I was waiting for it to overflow.
And they kept that camera on there. You're going to see. They actually flushed a bag of weed.
Yeah.
I mean, they bought that bag of weed.
That was good cinematography there. You got the whole image of the video. And what did you eat today, man? You're belching some
I had
skunky
some-
stuff up, man. Did you drink some beer?
No, I had some Fruit Loops.
Yeah?
My wife made kibasi and sauerkraut, but I didn't eat it. I know, because...
Well, then it can't be that, right?
No.
Okay, that's all right.
I don't know. Didn't really eat much today.
I can get you a mint, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here, I got a cough.
Oh, you got a
drop here.
Ricola.
Yeah, a Ricola.
Yeah, he's had a little cough.
I did. Today's the first day I've been feeling better, though.
Good. I love how he runs downstairs because that guy told him
Yes.
when he interrupted that static
TV?
and he came back. He told him. He told him to what to do. Like cover the TV with a mirror,
unplug it, put it someplace safe,
Yeah.
and put a mirror in front of it.
Well, it's funny. He does do that. He puts it in the basement, runs upstairs to get a mirror, and the TV starts glowing and fog
smoking.
starts coming out.
He takes the mirror off the wall, and now he's trying to get the masking tape, and we spent half an hour because this is true, when you're trying to get masking tape, it just peels off in little pieces.
But first of all,
look,
yeah,
this hand comes out and grabs him, tries to pull him into the TV.
But first of all, like the masking,
there's a little bit of poltergeist in here.
Masking tape, yeah, masking tape is that hard. I mean, that cheap. It's not even going to hold the mirror up. But anyways,
well, the mirror will just keep them away from because they don't like to see themselves.
Right.
See, they're dead, but they don't know they're dead.
Right.
So when they
see
themselves,
the thought is, looking in the mirror, you're going to be like,
and that's going to be the trick to defeating them in the end. Oh, look at that! Oh. He takes. Luckily, there was a hatchet in the toolbox.
Yeah.
Cuts that arm off, and about 3 gallons of blood goes squirt all over the place. It's awesome.
3 gallons of blood. There is a scene later on when they're laying down, and whatever. I won't get to it. The mice in the middle. I'm like going, what are they doing living inside them?
Oh
my
so
God!
Gross. I don't know what that stuff was. It was
okay,
so like chunks of chicken.
So he gets the mirror on there, and as you can see here, the job he did taping it up. Look at that.
Well, the TV is bleeding.
Yeah, the TV's bleeding blood.
It's bleeding blood.
I
had a patient say that to me one time. Man. I'm bleeding blood.
As opposed to
like their IV
saliva.
I'm bleeding blood.
I'm bleeding saliva. Saliva.
I hope that's all you're bleeding.
I'm bleeding. Yeah, but and he left the hand got left behind.
Let's put it in a bag.
Which is another. You think you could throw a storyline in there somehow?
That's a little bit of Evil Dead right there.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Oh yeah, he took everything.
But he does the smart thing. He puts it in the garbage disposal in the sink.
Evil Dead. He does mention later on. He tells the Texas cowboy guy Joshua, well, whatever. He talks about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
When we get to that, I'll talk about that because it was funny how he says
it comes into play.
But
look at
he
this.
puts the hand on the garbage.
Now, shouldn't there be all kinds of guts and stuff coming out, some blood?
There should be, but
look at all those potato chips on the counter. Brush those in there too, Jeff.
2 kids are living there.
God, it's disgusting.
And they don't know how to clean anything up.
Oh, they know how to. Oh, there she is. Still wearing that bedroom. Still has those bedroom eyes.
Well, she woke up again, I think, right? It's
all
morning
she's been doing
again?
is sleeping.
Is it 2 days?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's...
It's the next morning, yeah.
Jan Gish in waar de speaker al house.
Yeah, that's the subtitles you got on there. Jeff, what are you doing? And where's the mirror?
It's about right here you'd like to pull up that long shirt and just smack that bare butt.
Just for fun.
Yep.
Just for fun. Just a couple times.
Oh, anyways.
What's this?
This is April's house, yeah. She's sitting there
she's
eating.
Getting ready for school, eating.
Oh yeah, she's.
What's she eating?
Veliga. I wish they would have shown the school.
Cheerios.
I wish they would have put the school in there somehow.
She's not even going to make it.
But they limited the amount of actors in this movie. Yeah.
Now she lives with her
Papa,
father and
I go to
the maid,
school.
and her dad basically boinks the maid.
Yes, because she mentioned that to Jeff on the phone, right?
Yeah.
That you wouldn't believe this, but my dad's bumping the maid.
Yeah, it's just the two of them.
You know.
But I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Look, there's the maid sleeping. There's him. He's got his hand on her ass. That's his, Conchita over there. And
Conchita, you go clean up mess.
Zombies.
And
there's
then
the
we
David
do
Bowie
it.
zombie.
The David Bowie zombie.
That's what I thought the whole time I watched it.
Oh my god. But yeah, there's zombies and they all start. First of all, this is what I don't get, Ted.
What?
He put the mirror to the TV. Shouldn't they be in there?
These are the ones that escaped 3 months ago that killed the writer.
See?
There you go.
The movie's so bad we gotta let each other know what's going on sometimes. But yeah, there's a family or a group of these zombies that
about half a dozen
escaped.
of them or so.
Evidently, they've waited 3 months.
Well, they've been out in the woods.
Back out in the woods. Yeah, I mean, who knows if they've killed anybody else or not? But there's like a bride one.
Oh, look, and the bride's in that. They
they bust into
April's house. And the bride sees the wig.
Yeah, and
wants
she's
to look pretty again.
Yes.
See, she doesn't know she's dead.
She's not.
But she's standing right in front of a friggin' mirror.
That's what I'm saying. She's in front of a giant mirror. You think she'd
Well, let's see what happens, man. She's probably going to look at herself.
Right. She's like, oh, how disgusting.
And here comes David Bowie.
Yeah, you know
David
what?
Bowie's
Now that you say that, a little bit. Yeah, David Bowie.
You know, the punk rock
Looks
zombie.
like an uncle of mine, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, well.
What's he checking out?
Oh, he's remembering, you know, what it's like to have a family. He's looking at a picture of, you know.
But see, now reading up, when you read up on this movie, you do find out a little bit of the backstory on some of these that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like the bride got, left at the altar. The one that gets the iron in his head, he was a serial killer. Stuff like that.
They're sitting at the table
Eating
eating like
breakfast.
real people. Like they're trying to because
to
they
live
think
like
they're
normal
live.
people.
Yeah. But where'd you get this at? From
Just reading up on the movie.
You actually okay? And they're talking.
I always put forth effort.
It took. They talked all about that stuff, huh?
That's what originally that they wanted to have in there a little bit. You wanted to have maybe a little flashback scene for some of these guys, so you knew a little bit about them.
Okay.
But in the end, they're just zombies, and
right.
What do you need to know more about them for?
That's true.
See, look, man, she's checking out all this stuff at the blender.
Yeah.
Ooh, I turned the blender on.
And the bride, there ends up being one of the, I guess, the stronger ones, if you can say that. I mean, oh my God, look at him! It's like the husband and wife here, like they're giggling at each other and that's an eerie scene. That is a little eerie. I mean, just laughing back and forth at each other and stuff like that.
Consuela's waking up.
Yeah, she goes,
I better go get coffee on for the boss.
He goes, you still don't have your panties on, do you? No.
Oh. You're like, you still in bed? Why?
Yeah, it looks like a
clean the house.
Looks like a terrible living entity of Maria Conchita Alonso. If you know who that is.
She ain't so bad. I mean, if she was my maid, I'd probably.
I tell her to get to the gym.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Why, man? A little bit of cushion. Them Mexican women, man. You can't trust skinny cooks.
Mr. Theodore, meet Ted.
Yeah.
Me ride you like big horny long
exactly.
time.
Then you go make me some cornbread.
Yes, this is
cornbread. Oh, look, man. Oh, this is the guy. He's choking her out.
Okay, look at this, guys.
Watch this scene.
Longest hanging scene that I've seen, with putting her up there, choking her, taking her all the way. Longest scene I've ever seen in a horror movie. It goes on
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the whole Peter Griffith from Family Guy and the chicken thing. It's like that. I
could watch a whole episode of that.
It's like I know. Just them fighting for 30 minutes. It's like They Live. That big fight scene.
I'm really surprised they haven't done that, since most of the episodes are a waste anyway.
Seth MacFarlane. Well, his mind got on other things and stuff like that.
I know, he's too spread out.
Yeah, he's got to focus
look, man,
more.
She's getting some sewing needles.
He's
knitting needles.
He's still choking her, man.
Oh, even better. Right next to the picture of Jeebus.
Oh. And yes, she grabs an iron
head.
Iron Maiden head.
Iron Maiden.
He's got Iron Maiden. He's gonna pop that little iron.
This is great.
Right on his plonker.
Here it comes.
Get her off dead.
Right into his head, and yet it doesn't really do anything to stop him.
No, it doesn't, because he's dead already.
Wouldn't he think that? But if he doesn't know he's dead, wouldn't he think an iron in my head would probably kill me?
That contradicts what they think.
The whole movie's ruined.
Right. I mean, and from this point forward, it's a cool effect because they make
it's
the makeup
the rest of the time.
It's the rest of the time, and the makeup around it is kind of cool looking, and he's kind of a cool zombie walking around and stuff.
Right. And then there was literally 5 minutes of screaming and noise, and now the master of the house is going to wake up.
Oh, yeah, he didn't hear nothing. And he looks like some French.
And he wakes up, and they're in the room, and who are you guys? Grabs the glass. What are you doing here?
He's almost like voulez-vous coucher?
He looks like a
French. Yeah. Look at, and there's not a picture. There's not a picture on any wall.
Because that's Consuela's room. That's the servants' quarters.
And he told them no pictures.
Mm-hmm.
No pictures.
Now whose house is this?
This is April's house still, right?
There's 2 houses. Oh no, this is a neighbor. This is some lady making
whoopee.
Not whoopee.
Oh,
she's making
flour pancakes.
Some kind of coconut.
Fudge thing. Coconut.
She's listening to a radio show.
Yeah.
That's telling her how to cook this, and she's going as fast as she can, and she's screwing up, and evidently her husband's in the other room, and she's telling him he's going to love this recipe.
Oh my God!
And it's not her husband; it's a zombie.
And he's wearing his glasses, the guy's glasses probably, because now he's got on a pair of broken glasses.
It's the guy from next door. I think he took his glasses.
Yeah. You know, they're taking things and trying to be like, you know, normal people.
Why do they have a picture in their kitchen that says, let's get back to books?
Look at that. That's so good. Let's get back to books?
Yeah. It's like something to be... Now, how the hell did that happen?
Oh, I don't know. This is
she
kind
goes
of
in
wacky.
because the washer alarm goes off, opens it up, and the bride zombie pops out of the washer.
Just a cool effect. It's not
But
like
how
it
did
could
that
really
happen?
happen. It can't, because the next scene is her taking that woman and
shoving her in
shoving
the
her
washer.
and her just her feet are
Now, the
sticking
washer's
out.
got that thing in the middle.
Right.
There's no room. And this lady was kind of hefty.
And she turns it on, and immediately the spin cycle goes on, and the blood
feet
comes
are
out.
going around, and blood's coming out the hose and the utilities.
And they're laughing,
and
giggling. Look, we watch the living.
Wash the living.
Watch the living.
Wash the
Wash it.
living.
Wash it.
Oh, there it is. There's that Hawaiian punch.
But there is detergent. You seen the soapy
fresh
sudsy?
stuff. Yeah, they did.
You know,
They put a little soap in there.
Yeah, so it's clean.
So they
It's just
tried.
cleaning her body. Maybe they thought she smelled a little too bad.
Oh, this is the lady's husband now, reading the Wall Street Journal.
Yes.
And he's like, there. You remember that stock that Felipe at the country club told me about? You should see what it's up to now.
Yeah.
God damn, I'd like to wear the pants in this family.
Yes, if you'd only let me wear the pants in the family once.
I might not be the king of my castle. My wife doesn't wear any pants.
Yep. Put our foot down. It's what we do.
That's right. I go places and do things and then tell my wife.
If people only knew what we were getting
I
at
know.
here. It's over their heads. Doing a bit of Lauren Hardy there. You got one over on her, Ted. She didn't know what
Hi,
you
sugar.
were doing.
That's what we should be doing a Lauren Hardy movie right now.
It's so
Hey, wasn't this a
crazy.
cool effect where the bride takes the husband and it looks like she's twisting his head around, but
She does it
It's-
like twice.
you know, but you could tell just the guy's turning.
Oh my god. I know, our Lauren Hardy stuff.
April
Yeah.
walking down the street, sidewalk's not good enough for this bitch. She's got to walk in the middle of the damn road.
Right. And somebody's putting up another home for sale sign. I mean, is it because
Everybody moving.
the neighbor died though?
It's because of the zombies.
It's only hours though. They couldn't have cleaned the place up and put it. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know. It's weird. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh man! Oh look, he did change clothes. I'll be damned. Yeah, I think he's still wearing the same shirt under that.
Yeah,
sweatshirt.
just a blue sweater on top.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did he just run out?
Because he heard ambulance noise, and
So he
Zoe
automatically assumes it's April.
he goes. She goes, oh, it's at the end of the street. His sister does, Zoe, and
Oh,
he
and that's
goes,
where she
he
lives.
goes, oh, April, it must be April, because nobody else would get an ambulance.
And
call.
now there's ambulances and police or whatever, and
But
he just
did you see
walks
the
right
run?
in. You see the lights, but you don't actually see.
Let me set it up real quick
Oh,
again.
that's the run.
Yeah, because Zoe says there's ambulance. It's at the end of the street. He goes, it's April. Runs out of the house. They show him running. So it's who knows, a quarter mile. Who knows? But I mean,
You're right, it was
the
daylight.
ambulance should have been there, and he's there before them
He's
somehow.
that fast,
and gets in there. It's nighttime,
and it's
and
terrible.
and he goes, "Don't worry, I'll get you out of here because there's more going on than you really think."
Mm-hmm.
So either the ambulance people were out there going, "Oh, what should we do? Was it that house?" Yeah, but he got April out of there and everything else. And
Oh, here comes Tex back. All right, you gonna help me now, you son of a bitch? Or more
Yeah.
people gotta die.
Yeah. You understand what's going on now here, Jeff?
I'm just looking at Zoe for it. Joshua Daniels. Mr. Daniels.
Mr. Dan, is that his
And he's-
name?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Josh. That's right. Because Jeff,
Even though
Jeff
whatever
keeps
language
going.
is in, I saw his last name.
Because Jeff
We
keeps
couldn't
saying.
remember his name.
Jeff keeps saying, yeah, Mr. McDaniels.
So he's explaining the
Yeah.
shizzy, and Jeff is saying, this is the guy that came looking for that TV. And let's let him have it.
Yeah, and I think Zoe. Well, who said it? Zoe hasn't seen any of the zombies yet, so she's still
No.
not really believing it.
She's gonna see one in about
but
a minute.
April does, yeah.
April
but-
hasn't seen him yet either.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was
Okay,
in
so Jeff.
school. Jeff doesn't go to school anymore.
Right. So yes, I mean they're all going back and forth, just like what are you listening to this guy for? What are you talking about? And Jeff's really the only one that knows.
Right.
So,
And he's they're asking him, well, how come you just didn't smash it? Why'd you mail it? And he explains kind of like that guy in the TV does it. They get in your head. You can't. He's like, put it in a crate was all I could do.
Right.
With a mirror in front of it. It's just they cloud your mind.
They cloud your mind with fear and hope.
Mm-hmm. Fear and hope.
Going down the river.
Oh Jesus! Here they come. Look, here they come in the house. She's cute.
Insert her. Benny Hill theme here.
That's what we need in this. We need some Benny Hill people coming in. And Family Guy does little bits on that every once in a while, like a little Benny Hill thing. I haven't watched Benny Hill.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I haven't seen any Benny Hill shows in forever. You guys don't even know who the frick Benny Hill is.
It's got to be up on. I know it's probably on YouTube. You can find it.
I haven't seen any for
Oh my
ever.
God.
To even know if I still like it. It was such a treat to be able to stay awake and watch it.
That's true.
Like it used to be on Channel 43, at 11:30 at night.
Right.
Because
it was adult themed.
It was a bit.
Yeah.
My folks didn't really let me watch it very much.
Oh man. So April's there. Zoe's getting her all settled down and said, "Oh, don't worry, honey.
Go take
you
a
can
bath.
spend the night."
Look at this bathtub. It looks like it's just made out of bricks.
Yeah, well,
is she using one of their toothbrushes?
And she puts
she got it out of the toothbrush holder.
Right, and she just puts not even a dot of toothpaste on there and starts going to town. But when she started up the tub too, it was just it's got to be like dripping water. Yeah. There was no sound. But she starts going into a panic brush.
A panic brush.
A panic brush.
Look at this, disgusting.
She's thinking. I know. Gross. She's thinking of her parents. What happened, and she spits out. And when she puts her head up,
look who's in the house.
How
did nobody hear him come in?
I have no idea.
The
David Bowie. He looks pretty cool there, and she passes out.
All of them look pretty good.
And right there. And pretty in pink.
Right. But he's not. Again, he doesn't know he's dead.
He should have bathed her and. That's what they should have shown.
He tries to take care of her.
Instead of seeing her be killed, they should have showed him petting her,
taking her clothes off,
and giving her a bath, and putting soap lotion on her, and using the loofah.
Did they have loofahs in '87?
Yeah, they've always had sponges.
Ah,
yeah, get them from the coral reefs off Africa. Yeah,
off Africa. Look, it's like Frankenstein carrying the bride out.
And as he's walking out, he's going...
Oh, you saw a little bit of underwear there.
I know, I caught that.
I like that.
I like
that. What is he crying about?
I don't know.
Why does he drop her? I don't know what's going on in this movie.
Yeah, because he's getting ready to go back because there's more in there. I think he hears Zoe. But Zoe kind of...
Now she locks his ass out.
Now looks like they put clay on his face.
It's to make him look.
This commentary is even making Ted tired.
This movie, it's bad enough when you got to watch it once, and then you got to watch it twice in one day. We're gonna do a good movie.
This is 21 Elm Street.
21 Elm Street.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand what the language is saying there.
No, don't worry, block that out.
I'm trying.
So now they're all kind of know what's going on because they saw the zombies.
Well, they've seen the zombies. Shit's going down.
And they're pretty much like, okay, Texas Bob.
That's right.
Now what do? We
gotta kill them.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a couple ways of taking care of these zombies.
Why isn't it just burning them? Well, he said, treat them like they're not dead.
Right.
Don't show fear.
Because
that was one way.
Yeah.
And then, but it's why not just chop the head off and
why not?
Well, we find out later when you chop them up that doesn't necessarily stop them.
No.
But why not just torch them?
Looks like they figured it out, right?
I guess.
Because I think the bride came over and woke them all up, even though they were in half and stuff whatever. But yeah, they're getting a plan together to devise to basically pretend kill them because they think they're alive.
I forgot.
What?
That part when the guy was reading the newspaper talking about that stock.
Yeah.
And the bride comes over and is like, "Dear, Have you had a bath lately? You stink.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God.
I forgot that was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Because I've said that to my wife many a time.
Right, yeah.
You know, have you had a bath? I hope
When it's
she's not
just
watching this.
One of those hot nights and the BO's just
Hot
stinking.
nights. Hot, sticky nights.
Those are some good nights, though, sometimes.
With the air conditioning.
The hot, sticky ones.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
I don't know what a hot, sticky night feels like. I put the air conditioning on.
well, they actually brung it cost you a heck of a lot of money, but you actually, he got in from Russia, the gigantic room cooler.
Yeah, it's what they used in the...
Hang the heat, the meat and stuff like that.
Yeah, in those huge underground bunkers.
But that's what he uses. He sleeps in there.
And even then, I still have to have a fan.
They sleep in 2 different rooms, and I mean, it's almost like you're a superhuman, ability.
I love it cold, man. I love it ice cold. I can't wait till the snow flies.
Mr. Freeze.
I do.
That's what we call Ted.
Can't wait for the snow.
Mr. Freeze. He's
I love the other day.
Polar bear.
The other day we got, because not much is going on here. They're just bullshitting.
Yeah.
We got just like the tiniest little bit of snow, remember? And driving home from work, I still see like my first car all spun out. And like...
Idiots.
Idiots.
It's like, how can you,
Do you just forget how to drive?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happens.
I love it. What the hell am I stuck
But you got to understand that, the minute snow falls or it hits freezing and there's moisture out there, you slow down a bit, and you got to figure out that,
I go fast.
And everybody, it's because they still got their bald tires on. No, you just pay attention, you'll be okay.
I like to have some speed when I'm driving this, so I just need everybody to get out of my way.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, there we go.
I know. I come in your house, I start coughing.
But yeah, man, a big prolonged explanation by, Mr. McDaniels and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, let's get some sleep and we'll take care of this first thing daylight
I couldn't
hits.
sleep. How could anybody sleep?
Did they get all the mirrors in the house and put it up on the house and stuff like that?
Oh, that's what they were talking about doing. Put all the mirrors, get every mirror you could think of. Put them on the door so you won't come in the house. But there's other doors in the house, so...
And windows, if this were true zombies.
I can't sleep. How could anybody sleep?
I don't know, but they're all...
I'd be like, let's go kill them now.
They're all camping. I know. Well, at nighttime, you need light to see.
Let's get our weapons.
They got to go deep in the woods.
They go balls deep in the woods.
But Zoe wakes up, and, she sees... She sees the David Bowie zombie chewing on her hand.
Yes. It's frightening. A dream right up front. So there you go. You said they don't eat. Well, there you go.
That's the only scene.
But it was a dream.
It was a dream.
Oh, and it's more like, you having nightmares, little girl?
Yeah, and they should have showed, the cowboy guy, petting her hair and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, when she wakes up.
And I didn't do nothing. See, if I would have made these films, I would have had her scantily dressed.
The whole movie.
Little legs showing. Well, even right here when she's waking up, the shirt half unbuttoned, flowing down. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. People don't know how to make movies nowadays. That's hobby. Ooh, let's not offend people.
I love to offend people.
But
I love it.
That's what we're
Look at they give Scooter over there. What's his name? Jeff. He's got himself a bow and arrow. He's like Ted Nugent.
He's what did he say? He's like, I found it. And he's got a bow and arrow.
That's right.
And I like how he tells, after everything that went down and these zombies are still around, Zoe, you stay in the house.
Well, women can't fight.
I'd be getting in the car driving off to the city diner somewhere.
Why don't they just leave?
I'd get off to the city diner somewhere because they're on a mission. They got to clear these.
We got to clear these zombies out. They have no idea how many there are.
That's true too. How many got loose?
I don't.
But they're walking through the woods, Jeff and Joshua, and they start.
There's one. Get him.
I know. Do they see him?
No, not for a while. It goes on for like 10 minutes before they see him.
That's a cool looking one. I don't.
Sort of looks like
he
a
looks
detective.
different, don't he? Yeah. Old time detective.
He's the detective zombie.
I need to ask you a few questions there, sir.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Just the facts, ma'am. Dragnet.
Like they have a big discussion on it. Does everybody in Texas wear those hats?
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Don't call me boy. My name is Jeff.
Oh yeah, they get in a little argument about that. Yeah, I'm not
sake.
boy. I'm not boy.
This could be the Pocky Clips.
The what?
The Pocky Clips.
What are you talking about? The Pocky
The
Clips?
zombie Pocky Clips.
Oh. But yeah, they yeah, a little lull here, man. It's a little quiet.
I'm waiting for something to happen. Ah!
See, yeah, somebody's
this movie. What are you guys up to?
Yeah, leave any questions in the comments below. We'll answer them.
Oh my god.
We were going to do this live. It probably would have been a little bit more fun live. We could have had some people. Maybe we'll do a next one live or something like that. I don't know.
Whatever.
You know.
I'm still wanting to know how he thinks he's gonna. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that is proficient with a bow and arrow. Like, I'd probably give it to Tex before.
Well, I would think he evidently got that bow and arrow because he does know how to use it.
He probably got it for Christmas one year, and it went in the garage, and he never used it. It's next to the kayak.
He was shooting pretty good, man.
He missed 85 times before he hit once.
Oh my god!
And it's coming up right here. You remember he starts saying, "Oh, the arrows must be warped."
Oh my!
Yeah, maybe your eyes are warped from all that wacky tobacky.
The arrows must be warped.
And when they're going through here, I think this is a shortcut. How the hell would you know it's a shortcut?
I don't know, but this is where Joshua or the cowboy says
he's about to have a heart attack.
He goes, "I need to rest." Like they've been walking through the woods for hours.
Don't worry about me. You look like you're about to have a heart attack. Don't worry about me.
And they both put their stuff down.
What's he got in that bag?
They go. He say there's a shack here?
Yeah, they're gonna find the shack.
Oh no! First he hollers out for April. They're still looking for April.
Don't do that, man. Because
he goes, God damn,
you're gonna bring them all down here.
You're gonna bring all these.
But isn't that what they want?
Zombies. You would think.
That's always the thing in these movies. They're all so slow, and yet, if you get 5 of them together, all of a sudden you're dead meat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's even in the ones that I like.
I gotta go take a pee. Yeah.
Right now?
Oh no, that.
Man. And look, he sees it coming and he's still pissing. Yeah. I guess he figures, well, I've got time to piss.
This one's really going slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's very decrepit.
Maybe I'll drop some heat while I'm at it.
Did you read anything up on like why they were even caught in that TV or what they're...
No, and that's a good point you bring up, because I was actually going to bring that up at one point and it slipped my mind. Because
they've been dead for a long time. Something had to have animated them.
Right, and the whole point of the TV and why they're in the TV and why they're trying to come out, that would have been a really interesting thing to bring up. Yeah. It's a failing of the movie, I think, where,
right.
you don't have a reason why this is happening.
Yeah.
Obviously it's got to be something supernatural, and
right.
That would have been a cool little explanation. But again, movies like this aren't exactly given a whole lot of time and money to get done.
Right.
You got to do what you can. So.
And back in the 80s, they just went for this good old schlock,
Schlock. Yeah, actually, I had read that when they turned the movie in, that they didn't think it was gory enough, so they gave him a little bit extra money to make a few gorier shots.
Like
what's going to come up here, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Where they take the hatchet and is it a hatchet? No, chainsaw.
Yeah, Jeff.
That's coming up here. Yeah, he hits him 3 times with an arrow.
Yeah, so
after
he does
missing 75 times.
So he does connect. Yeah.
Bullseye, kid.
So he sees so they think they're dead.
He thinks he's dying.
Yeah. Yeah, but he still is alive and he's looking at them.
But he's like writhing. Whatever.
And what does Joshua go do? Joshua goes and gets himself. They get the chainsaw, right?
Go get his bag. Go get my satchel.
Yeah,
son.
go get my satchel.
I got something in there to take care of this boy. And then he whips out the chainsaw, and the kid's all, "Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my most favorite horror movie of all time. I saw it 6 times. Here, let me do it. I'll show you how the master does it."
Yeah, he's like,
never used a chainsaw in his life.
He's like, I know how to do it, man. I've seen.
It's not even a big one, man. Texas Chainsaw was huge.
Oh hell yeah!
Boom. Now see, that's a movie. Why can't we do that movie?
My hand's hurting. What, Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah,
we can do that.
Well, we already did it.
Huh?
We already did it. was kidding. We already did it.
I was gonna say, yeah. We could do it again. We could do the new version.
Yeah, new versions. I don't even want. Me and my wife walked out of one of the newer ones. Might have been the first of the newer ones or the second one, whatever. We walked out of it.
I know the new Leatherface is even out there. I'm curious to see, but
And
I
love
wouldn't mind
getting my
doing
money
part
back.
2 because I enjoyed part 2.
Bill Moseley met
Yeah,
that guy. Met
I
Bill
mean,
Moseley. Nice guy.
Part 2 was good. We could always do that.
I don't know if I go so far as to say it's good, but
Well,
just
whatever.
different.
Oh, here we go.
It kind of reminds me of Gremlins too. Just completely turned it upside down.
Jeff starts. Look at this.
Oh,
He
look
cuts
at
the
this.
body in half with the chainsaw.
Severs him in twain.
Yes, and look at the mice that come out in the middle
Yes,
of the
there's
guts
little
when they're in
rats.
there.
And what
Look
is
at-
that? Oh, what is that meat?
Those are real mice in there.
That doesn't look like any kind of organ that's
No,
in
they
anybody.
flew all kinds of stuff in it. Oh my god, and there's mice.
That-
Ted's got a thing with spiders. I have a thing with mice, man.
Really?
Oh my
I can
god.
handle the rats.
Oh, I can't. Rats are okay, but the mice just
Mice, rat.
mice.
Isn't a mouse and a rat pretty much the same thing?
You would think so, but no, tinier, and they look a little bit more. Yeah, because I've had rats as pets.
Yeah, I remember you used to raise them.
But mice, I just can't. I don't know. I think it's just because. I think the reasoning behind that is because I was raised in a greenhouse, and we used to have to cut leaf lettuce on our knees, with child labor laws, and mice would always come out and one shot up my dad's pant leg. And it was just like, nothing, it's getting it out. But it always scared the hell out of me, and there were mice all around there.
Is there any true story to this? Is this?
Yeah, no, this one's
okay.
true.
All right.
This one's true. I'm always telling Ted crap, but no, this, there was actually a hole that went down in the side, and when it was all cleared up, and we wanted to get rid of the mice. So we took the shovel down to see if there were any more live mice in there. And I dug about, one big scoop and popped it up. And a bunch of mice just went running. And I'm like, this. So, yeah, you wonder.
Well, that would probably freak anybody out.
Oh, my God, yeah. So
I can't tell you why I am the way I am. It's just natural. I don't know.
There's stuff going on. We'll catch up in a minute here.
Well, no, they find the hut.
The hut. It's just like big boards put up around trees or something.
Yeah, this is kind of where they're gonna stake out. This is like their base of operations. But when Joshua goes in, he finds April's dead body with her heart ripped out.
Yeah,
Nothing
sad.
we can do. Nothing we can do.
Really, really sad.
But look at all these interesting supplies he has in the bag. He's got like How to Kill, the Bible. He's got bells. He's got a old picture of his wife. He's got a bear trap, a machete. His mother's lucky machete.
Oh, jeez.
That's it. So, I mean, they're going to set up... And evidently, he tells them to hang the bells up because when these things come around, bells will just start to ring.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And, set the
Makes
bear
no
trap
sense.
up. And when he says to set the bear trap, he's like, well, we're going to use his bait. And they're like, we're going to use you, boy.
And he hangs them up in the trees.
In the trees. Like a hunk of meat.
Like in one of those baby things you would put between a door, where they're hanging.
Like those swings, jumperoo things.
Yeah, he's just hanging from there.
And he talks him into leaving him the chainsaw, though.
Yeah.
Which is probably, ends up being a bad idea in the end, but, so I got a fighting chance.
Oh my God, I'm yawning.
I know, this movie's a stinker.
Oh, we picked a bad one, man, this week.
But, someone out there is going to say, oh, I love this movie. Brings back such good memory. I mean, oh my God.
Well, what got me to watch this was Eric from the Death Twitch. He likes the 80s cheesy movies.
This is his favorite movie.
No, it's not his favorite, but I think he watched it probably for the first time a few days ago.
What's that other one he recommended to us, that metal one?
No, he didn't recommend.
He recommended
He liked it. Black Roses, was it?
Black Roses.
It was like a heavy metal, because Eric from the Death Twitch is a heavy metal and horror and stuff, 80s.
I'm watching that movie.
But I thought I'd give this one a shot because he was watching it.
It just goes to show how much a trailer can convince you that a movie will be good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I have seen a trailer for a movie that looks so cool called Spookies. All right? It's an 80s movie.
Yeah.
And then it's on YouTube. You can watch it for free, whatever. It's very out of print on DVD, but, you can watch it for free. And I tried watching about half an hour of it. I was just like, I don't care how the trailer looks. I can't watch this movie.
Oh my god!
And when I'm by myself,
when
I'm watching something, you have
the bells are ringing.
Oh yeah, he's up in the tree and the bells are ringing. But when I'm watching a movie for myself, you got 30 minutes. If you don't engage me in your story in 30 minutes, I'm flicking it off. And some people are very much against, oh, you should watch the whole thing. And that goes for when I'm in a movie theater too. If you don't got me by 30 minutes, I will leave and I will keep my stub and I will go get my money back. We've got remember we went to go see Gosford Park. We got our money back.
Oh god, that's actually the only movie I've ever walked out of.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I've walked out on a bunch of movies.
You have?
Remember the first X-Men movie? Walked out on that movie.
No. Yeah, really?
Got bored.
Oh,
got bored. Got my money back.
Oh well, we're missing the big action.
What are we missing here? All the zombies show up and they're pawing at Jeff while he's up in the tree.
Yeah, the bells started ringing.
And he's yelling, Joshua! Joshua's asleep.
I know. Of all times.
Really?
He took a nap within an hour.
And the zombie with the iron in his head, he gets a good idea. I'm going to get a stick. We're going to knock this bitch down.
They're like chimpanzees. They can use
They know how to use tools.
Tools, yeah.
Oh, he's going to fire up that chainsaw.
So
now Joshua's going to wake up.
Oh, something going on out there. A great acting scene, too.
I don't know, man. It was a great idea.
And he's holding the bow and arrow.
Yep.
So
Take him out. Take him out, Josh. Look, they've all got sticks now. They're all poking him in the ass and the scrotum.
It is so funny.
Oh, God. Look, he's going to take an arrow and shoot. We'll see if these arrows
Another strange thing. And he does start shooting. He does start shooting them all. But it does make you wonder, too, like, how is the fear play into this? Like, why would that matter? Like, if you show you're happy... I guess because they don't know they're alive. Okay, I guess...
They don't know they're dead, you mean.
Or dead, whatever. Dead, alive.
Oh, he shot that one in the back. He ain't missing a single one.
That's what we got to do. Dead alive.
We haven't done that one. Let's see, I do that.
Peter Jackson, right?
You pick, once in a while, I let Dino pick a couple of movies. And, you just don't know until you watch. Right. And see, that was like Saturday night when you'd go rent a tape. You didn't know if it was going to be good. Oh, look, Jesus Christ. Jeff lost the chainsaw. Now the bride's got it, and she's swinging it at his feet. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It was a bad idea.
And she's able to...
Ooh, he pinned her to the tree.
Well, he gets her, but it doesn't affect her.
No, she's still going shit show with
it's
that
like
chainsaw.
either dead adrenaline is in her, or I don't know.
And he takes the mirror. Back!
Yeah.
You get back!
And it works eventually. She eventually sees her image in there and takes off.
It's almost like a cross with a vampire.
Yeah. She takes off with the chainsaw.
Yeah. For a little while.
Until she drops it.
Then they'll drop it. But yeah, you'd take a chance and rent a tape on a Friday, Saturday night, and sometimes you'd see a really cool movie. That's how I saw Reanimator, or
check out that podcast. We've got quite a
Reanimator.
We've got quite a collection of commentaries here.
And I love Reanimator. I'm not a big fan of gory movies, but Reanimator is such a over-the-top great movie. I mean, it's how we saw Evil Dead, because we were too young to go see it in a theater.
Right.
You go rent that. I mean,
the damn cat.
That cover of that first Evil Dead movie, the box, the woman with the hand on the ground.
Or even
everybody wanted to see that movie.
Even Reanimator. I mean, the little green cup and the guy doctor with the needles. Yep. I mean, that just pulls you in, and that's what was great about a lot of the covers that you rented, then, man.
Oh, that's why. You'll notice, like, if you collect movies, and I know a lot of people just stream, or I know you don't collect, but I collect the ones I really like. And
Blu-ray Tad.
Unless it's like a serious collector's edition that's going to cost you $50, you'll look at like most DVD covers and stuff, and they look like crap. They're just photoshopped crap. And that's just because it's a throwaway thing now.
Yeah.
I know. But VHS covers had to get your attention. So they would, use a wild image from the movie. I mean, the wilder it was, the more likely you were to pick that box up and go, maybe I'll give it a chance.
Because a big thing would be,
because it was all rental. It wasn't you go to the store and buy it.
It was rental, and even at the store, I mean, DVDs are kind of slid in together and stuff. VHSs were like just right there, out in the, face forward and stuff like that. So it was a different era.
We got something cooking here. They find the chainsaw.
Joshua gets it.
Yep, and when they're picking up
That's
there and
right.
talking, she takes an arrow and shoves it right through Joshua's back, through his heart. And now she's chasing Jeff with the chainsaw.
So we find out that the bride zombie.
She's still wearing that wig.
Yeah. But
Bless her heart.
But she doesn't go for. I wonder if
I'm
she
sorry, I
knows
don't mean
she's
to interrupt
dead.
you, but doesn't it look like that chainsaw's got a rubber blade? When she was running with it, I swear to God,
Yeah, I'll
I thought
have
I
to
saw
look. I didn't.
it looked like it was wobbling back and forth.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think
you
you're
think
right.
so?
Yeah, it
you guys
looked
tell
like
me
it.
what you think too. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, it's wobbling. It's wobbling. It's wobbling. So the chainsaw there
Big
is
rubber blade.
Yeah. Wonder where they got that
But
from.
now, see, she can't move fast. I mean, Jeff should be able to skip through these woods and still make it.
yeah.
God, he's falling like a chick.
And guess what he fell in?
Oh, the bear trap.
Why
Now-
did they put it so far away from where they were?
I don't know, but he's damn lucky it wasn't one of those ones like with the sharp teeth on it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That had to like bust his bones. Wouldn't that probably,
Well, yeah, it would have
shatter your bone?
Heck yeah, man, it would have. I mean, I know he's got a littler leg than a, but yeah, it would have. Yeah, no.
See, I've
that's-
never broken a bone, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But he ran he ran back to the shack.
Get to the love
That's what happened.
shack.
I was wondering how's that bear trap that close? Yeah, but yeah,
Right.
evidently they're back.
They
at the
were
shack.
tracking the bride to go,
Yes.
whoop her.
But he was able to run, and he's okay. He's just rubbing
he's
it.
gonna
You know
see
how you
April, man. April's
hit your knee?
dead.
Oh yeah,
Even though
it
you
looks
can
like
still see her
pasta
breathing.
shells all there on her chest.
Oh, she comes in with the chainsaw.
Yeah, she comes walking away.
bitch.
And he goes, "Get the fuck out of my home! Get out of my
No,
house!"
he whips out Joshua's lucky
you
machete.
bastard. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's going to chop the bride's head off, but at the same time, he gets it through the guts with the chainsaw. Oh!
You know what?
Did you see that shot?
Yes.
Oh.
Ted, I had no idea that he was going to get it.
No?
I thought that he'd survive.
No, and
thought
his
he'd
last
be-
word.
I thought he'd be a character that would stick around.
Oh, look
It's
at the
weird
head.
that-
Look at the bride's head.
It's weird.
God,
that-
look, the guy that they cut in half. It's just his torso is just.
I wonder if that's an actor that was really. It had to.
Oh,
have been
probably.
that they found.
Or he was on his knees. You just don't see his knees.
Because there was a guy out. There's guys out there like that.
Yeah, and all these ones that are dead now are waking up, realizing, oh shit, we're dead, man, but
Yeah.
we're alive.
They're like, they tricked us.
And
What
they
the
had
heck?
told Zoe when they left the house, if we're not back 20 minutes,
10, 20.
10, 20 minutes
Yeah.
before sundown, as if you can tell,
Yeah.
get the hell out. So the sun's about to go down. It's time to get the hell out.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Oh, look at that. She's cute. I like her.
Yeah,
I hope she
yeah.
makes it.
You dig her. You like that 80s vest and that hair that's going on.
Now, how is that a J? She's writing a note, Jeff. That looks like an L to me.
Jeff, yeah.
Went for help.
Left.
Zoe.
Did it say Jeff or left?
It looks like left, but
Yeah, Jeff, whatever. But she puts it on the fridge, and she don't even get to the front door in time. She can't
Nah,
even
here
leave
they
the
come.
house. Because, see, now it's getting nighttime, see? And there's so much fog, there must be 100 cars out there driving, shooting their
there's like
exhaust
those
out.
CO2 machines that just pump out that.
But it's nighttime out, right? I want you to start seeing the night and daytime effects, okay?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, look, see all the mirrors on the door there. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. That was a cool idea. There's some really neat ideas in this movie that are
Yeah.
original and not in other,
She
movies.
calls the phone at daytime. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It was, and not even, it was blatantly
Yeah,
sunny
see,
out.
I get into the story and I don't notice that.
It was blatantly sunny, okay, and now it's night again.
Oh, David Bowie looks in the mirror. Oh.
And it's funny, he goes back and gets branched and start here. It's going to be daytime again, I think. Yeah, see, daytime again.
Look at him trying to drive
Look
the car.
at it's daytime too.
You're right.
But yeah, that was a weird scene. He's like driving like this, like what the hell? This should be going. This should be driving.
Oh, busting through the windows. See, you didn't have no mirror on the window.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. But she's going to remember
and
what
what
they
do you-
say. Don't show any fear.
This reminds you right here of the Boogeyman, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Oh,
and Halloween.
Even the part where the
It's daytime. Go ahead.
Where the-
like I keep saying it.
when the Spanish maid went to go put the iron in her head when she grabbed the knitting needle, that was just like what Jamie Lee Curtis had in Halloween too.
Right, right.
Where she stabbed him in the eye.
But that got me there.
Or stabbed him in the neck, forgive me.
Yeah,
not the eye.
yeah. And I like how he follows back. But is it dark time? I like he's taking
Scraping the mirrors off.
of the doors so that he can get in because he doesn't want to
I'm
see
not going
his
to be
reflection.
so hard on this one because there are some interesting
No,
ideas.
but we got to point him out.
But
you know what I mean?
but You know,
totally dark.
This
now,
could be
but, yeah.
even a low budget. This could still be sort of redone and have some
for sure
and build up on that TV thing again. And why is that happening?
No, you could
There's
take
some cool ideas.
You could take the idea of this film and make it into something
I'm
better.
I'm not such a snob. I'm not such a. I mean, if a movie's got some good ideas in it, I'll tell
She
you.
takes rope and ties both the doors together
Right.
tight, and she brings out a bunch of knives.
She should put a glove on if she's going to have that knife. 'Cause
She
her
starts
hand's gonna end up
laughing.
slipping.
Right, she starts laughing, but she gets an idea
It's crazy.
here
What they
where
told her,
because don't show no fear.
Don't fear the Reaper.
So she's going to eventually here start treating them like they're nice and people.
Yeah.
Come in, and she starts actually
Weird idea.
Yeah. So
very almost comical.
yeah, so she's breaking down here a little bit until she
Break down.
just says, hey,
She's going to try it, man.
I'm
She's
going
got
to do
nothing
this.
to lose.
I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to let them in and cook them dinner.
Yeah. See, sometimes,
Sit
beans
them
and
down
wings.
and
Make
beans
some
and
beans and
wings.
wings.
I think what she made them though was that Dinty Moore beef stew.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Dinty Moore beef. They
In
still
that-
make it.
in that big old can. Oh, I know, just like Spam, Dinty Moore, stuff. If you didn't have a
Treats.
whole lot of money, your mom and dad would get for supper. And
I like Spam, man. You fry that up in the skillet and put it on a biscuit.
yeah, a little bit of mustard.
Put mustard on the shit and eat the fucking shit.
You eat the fucking shit, put some mustard on the shit.
I put mustard on
You
the shit. I eat the fuck.
You eat that stuff.
Look at them all.
You eat that stuff real good, yeah.
See, she's being nice to him. Hey, would you guys like to come in?
Yeah, and
There
see,
we go,
it's
man.
a big gigantic beef stew something.
Oh,
Maybe it isn't
what is
Dinty
it?
Moore, but it looks like it.
It's some kind of hash.
And she doesn't heat it up either.
No.
She
point.
pours it in there, and she's playing the role.
Yeah, she's not putting a whole lot of effort in.
No, well, because she's hysterically trying to get through this.
That's all I gotta say about that.
We should just fall asleep one time during the show and let the show play down here, the movie.
Hey, you know
and they
what?
could watch it as
Nobody else out there does what we do. We take the crap movies and we just sit there.
We
And
do. And if you like to hang out with us and listen to our
this is it, man.
babbling
This
and
is,
our talk,
this is what we like to do. Watch a movie and bullshit.
even to the worst ones, it's like.
Now that looks like
That's what we
baked
do.
beans right there.
We've been doing this for 3 years.
That's right.
We've had some great ones like Street Trash,
Oh my God!
and we've had some bad ones like I don't know. We haven't had too many bad ones. This isn't one of our best. That's for sure.
People are gonna like this.
But
wait and see. You wait and
everything
see.
we do is good.
Look at
Hang
this
out
guy
with
rubbing
us.
her hands. This zombie rubbing her
Yes.
hand all nice.
Well, he's like, you don't look like Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look like Earth.
It's a weird concept.
I know
in this
it
movie.
is odd, and even this scene is a cool idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like you didn't give me nothing to drink.
This is almost like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre scene. Them all at the table, and if only she was tied up and her head was over the
You
bucket.
do see some influences from other
Yeah,
films.
from
there.
other horror movies and
Definitely
stuff like
Halloween and
that. The
definitely
aprons,
But I love the whole
Leatherface.
idea of them being in
Oh.
the movie and then coming out. Yeah, he's wanting to. Make
She
some-
goes over to get an apron for some reason, and here's the one zombie. I think that
the punk rockers on.
yeah, I think he's driven by love and lust still.
Oh yeah.
Because he's going after her, and I think he wants to deep throat her with his rotted tongue.
Oh, he sees a mirror. He don't like that. I don't like how I look.
But she goes, "Oh no,
Oh, you're
wait.
fine here.
I'll cover it up so you don't see."
Mm-hmm.
She's being nice. I mean, it's I would. That's all.
It's
I
an
give her.
interesting weapon.
I give her respect. I give her props and mad respect, man, Zoe. If only would have got naked.
I know. What the hell? Let's push them all down in the basement.
She gets that idea,
That's right.
don't she?
We've got to lock them all in the basement.
Because Cowboy Joshua, Texas Bob,
Mhm.
whatever you want to call him, Mr. McDaniels, Peter from St. Peter.
What?
What? Oh, you get them in somewhere and they'll eat each other up.
That's right.
They will
That's right.
eat
Get
each
them
other
somewhere
up.
alone.
They will starve to death or something.
They'll eat each other up.
Although in this here,
Right, I forgot about that.
Here it only takes like 5 minutes,
Mhm.
and they start chomping on one.
What are they all doing in the
there.
living room? Oh, look at this. They're checking out magazine, like
Dancing,
the Life magazine.
yeah. And she's like,
Oh, you want to dance? Well, there's more room in the basement.
Yes, it's perfect.
And there's a record player and everything.
It's perfect for dancing.
We can listen to Kraftwerk and
Kraftwerk.
She's a model and she's looking good.
We can do the safety dance. S-A.
We can dance.
E.
Check out, man.
T,
Check out the turntable, man.
Y. Safety. Dance. Oh, what?
I was just checking out the turntable. Look, man, they're gonna.
Oh, that's vintage.
Come on, we can scratch some records.
You find lots of those in the Goodwill now.
Put the needle on the record.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record.
And she started on vinyl.
She's a good actor though for this. I
How
could
do you
see
like
her
playing music that ruins your records? Ruins your music every time you listen to it.
I don't know, but
every time you play it, it's getting a little bit worse. A little bit worse. A little bit worse.
You're all against vinyl. I know Ted hates vinyl.
I don't hate it.
He's rotten to the core.
It's not a superior format. I'm sorry.
She goes, I gotta go upstairs to get the record, and he finds one, the one zombie, and he.
I think it was a Disney record.
Was it?
It's Adamant. Let's go.
It's Mary Poppins.
She's got to get out of.
And she runs up, and there's
the King and I, the original cast recording.
And you got to remember, on the other side of that door is that big mirror.
Yes.
So Wyatt's
stop him.
Wyatt's on the downstairs side of the door is odd, so that you can see yourself coming up from the basement.
Yeah. Make sure there's nobody behind you. Make sure the boogeyman's not behind you when you come up from the basement.
So nobody comes up behind you.
So now they're all nervous. Look, we're all trapped down here.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
And you're right. In 5 minutes, they start eating each other.
They go, what we gonna do?
What we gonna do?
What we gonna do but eat each other too? Yo, I got an iron in my head. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna melt a bit.
Look at this. How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why does he start exploding?
I have no idea. The guy with the iron in his head, the zombie with the iron in his head, starts puffing up and he's going to blow.
And they're all looking at him like, what the hell?
I don't know. It's a neat little shot, but it doesn't make any sense.
It's like maybe this is the extra money they got to make a cool, gory scene.
Guess. Yeah, let's just have his head blow up.
Yeah, because... and it's... Yeah,
and then the bride, her head falls off.
All the liquid... Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They've only been down there for 5 minutes. That's what I don't get.
I don't know. Oh, look, they take the thing off the TV.
Well, there's only had masking tape on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a little bit of moisture. That's going to fall off in about 10 minutes.
Were they all going to get sucked back in there?
I don't know what they're going to do because...
I just watched it 4 hours ago. You think I'd remember?
Oh, they just got blood and everything.
Oh, look at him. He's eating this.
When did you watch this?
I was kidding. Really? I watched it this morning.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I fell asleep in the middle and then I had to finish watching it.
I watched it last night.
Look, but that one guy... When the zombie's eating the stump of the bride's head.
Yes.
Oh. I've never seen anybody eating the stump of the neck.
So they're doing a backwards video take of all the
fog
going back
into the
TV and stuff like that. And even the iron looks new. It's clean.
It's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Just going to go check it out.
The point of it or anything. I just don't get it.
Zombie. Oh, the end. The movie's over. But like I said, reading...
It's what the TV says. The TV says the end.
Yeah, and basically, she's going to kind of go cuckoo here.
For Cocoa Puffs?
Cuckoo for caca. Oh. And get put into a hospital.
A hospital?
A hospital.
That's like those teenagers in Europe do.
The hostel?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a movie too?
Yeah.
Didn't watch it.
It had nothing to do in case you... The only way you'd watch it is if you were a serial killer.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you like torture and stuff like that and just disgusting imagery and things you would do to people, then yeah, it's a good movie.
Well, someone out there will say they like it.
Oh, they do.
Oh, I love it. It's a great movie.
You know how many people love that torture porn stuff?
Like to watch it with my family.
Yeah. Me and the kids sat down on Sunday down there with Pappy, Sammy, Margaret, and Mary Jo, and Peter, and
Bobby
and
Lewis,
Joe,
and Susie Joe.
And Liza Lee.
Are these the parents now showing up?
Did I say way too many names?
I guess.
That's when
What's up with this guy's pants? Look at him.
Ted, I noticed that. Look at the pants. Close up of the pants, guys.
My God.
Insert pants here.
Boom. Big. There's way too much material on the bottom. They're not bell bottoms.
No, it looks like it was sewn by his wife, probably.
Yeah. Oh, we got to see our daughter. They don't seem the least bit.
Ted, that is so funny because when I was watching this, when I saw him walking down there, that was the first thing I said. I'm like, what is up with those pants? and he's walking around with those.
They look like they're 70, but yeah, she's.
But she looks like she's like
she's in
the next day after
she's in shock.
Jason Voorhees attacked her, and
And don't you love this? The parents come visit, and they're, oh yeah, it's going to be great. And
they just came back from Saudi Arabia, evidently.
And the mom just sits right down next to her and says, well, we're going to dinner, dear. You get better. And
they're shopping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whatever it is. We're going to go shopping. And they leave.
I remember.
They just showed up. They just got there.
And she's just quiet as can be.
Yeah.
Come on, she was with it there. Now she's not
we
with
got
it.
a present for you. Bring it on in, guys. Bring that crappy TV. It's the same damn
Look
TV.
at the TV. I'm surprised there's not blood on the side of it. It was bleeding blood.
It was bleeding blood.
You think they cleaned it up and said, "Oh yeah, we can bring this bloody TV into the room for you."
Sure, it's clean.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they're going to put it on, and the whole damn thing is going to start over again. And this was the idea of the sequel, where she would get sucked into the TV and have to do battle there, I guess, and then find her way back out into our world, which is an interesting idea, but it never got done. Yeah.
No, that's a cool idea, but again, there's a lot of very cool concepts,
zombie
and stuff for the this movie, but
Night or whatever it's called.
Yeah, they put it in her, and she don't even say nothing. You think she would freak out, but she doesn't.
No.
The TV comes on. The zombie notices.
I do love that black. Like this would be like a cool movie if you were watching it late at night as a kid. That would be awesome.
Oh, scary.
Look at her, man. She's scared to death.
Well, of course.
It's happening again.
And the room gets real dark. And
coming right through, and then
it is cool.
The end.
And that's it. That's the movie, man. Video Dead, 1987. And I tell you,
the 80s, man. We just love the 80s.
We love our 80s movies.
We love the 80s. We love Belinda Carlisle and Cosby Show.
Cosby Show. Come on, Mouse. Okay, there we go.
Mouse.
So there you go, man. Another one in a book. It's been a while. This was a bad one. I do agree that it was a lot of cool, interesting concepts and ideas.
St. Michael's. What the hell kind of name?
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
Henry Jordan's. I
guess. I always thought it was funny if you take your street and your last name and put it together. I mean, kind of like, or your first name and the street you live on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Like when I used to live on North Church, Ted North Church.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
But anyway.
So we know where. So there you go, man. Movie. Yeah, Ted's had it.
But
I could tell
there were some things in it I liked. I'll still go on. I don't know which podcast I would say is the worst. Like, what's the worst movie we've ever done? I'm sure this is one of them. But
this is one of them.
There was a lot of things in this movie that I didn't absolutely hate. I thought there were some cool ideas in it.
But we had fun with just about everyone.
Oh, we could watch any movie.
Yeah.
And even if there's a lull, I'll just start shooting the shit about something else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's so hard. I can't remember. We've done a lot of cheesy 80s towards the end here.
I mean, there was Munchies.
But that was fun.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah. That was fun, too.
I'll never forgive you for making me watch those movies.
Oh, my God. Hobgoblin's... You're glad you've seen that.
We did every little creature movie. I mean, we still have like 2 Critters movies to do.
Oh, my God.
And we never did Troll 2, but...
And I'd like to do that. But
why not? Just let's do it now.
Well, I think we want to do the Creeps next
And there's another one with little creatures in it.
Yeah, well...
This will be a cool movie next week, guys. It's from Full Moon, so if you're a fan of Charles Band and Puppet Master and all that shit.
Yeah.
This is one that we haven't seen, and I've seen lots and lots of Full Moon movies, but this one I didn't see.
Yeah.
And I also want to do Head of the Family soon. We're trying to get a
copy.
We don't own it, so we got trying to get a legit copy of it here.
Yeah, Blu-ray edition.
Because it is on Blu-ray, actually, I believe. But Creeps is...
The Creeps.
It's going to have Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Mummy, but they're all played by little people. Like Time Bandits kind of little people.
Yeah.
And
so, don't be offended, but,
be offended.
Old school words may come out there.
Most of the time, I feel like if you get offended, you needed to be offended. Yeah. So, there's my apology and one more thing.
And it's history. So if you say midget, I'm not saying it in a bad way.
What's wrong with midget?
People are offended by that.
I said it to a midget.
Or a dwarf.
I don't say dwarf, but I mean, what's
Well,
wrong
you know
with
what?
midget?
I look at that as being even more than midget.
I tell my kids, look at little John over there. That's a midget.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, little. Anyways, yeah. So there we go. We're gonna let it go there, and
Let it go.
check us out on iTunes, everywhere else. If you even made it this far,
Yeah.
For the few people who made it to the end,
No one ever makes it to
Say
the
it and
end.
watch us. If you did,
Eric might have.
I would. Eric, did you watch all the way to the end? Put something down there. Let me know. I'm curious. I'm always curious who made it to the end. If you made it to the end, I want you to. I'll give you a prize or something. Put down in a comment, I made it to the end.
I made it to the end.
Say that, and I want to see if anybody does. Chances are,
Beetlejuice.
Chances are we won't. But anyways. Okay, so there you go, you guys.
I'm the most with the most, baby.
Until next week, man.
Ouch.
Later.